Rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Right. On the Breakfast Club.
Now, when you speak of NBA, there's always who is the best player ever. Is it Michael Jordan? Is it Magic Johnson? Is it Steph Curry? Is it Kobe Bryant? Is it LeBron James? Well, Draymond Greene talks about LeBron James.
You look at the skill set that Bron has. There's nobody that has ever played the game of basketball that can do what LeBron James does on a basketball court. Going to the finals year after year after year, Bron went 8 or 9 straight years.
9 straight.
Like, MJ took a break right in the heat of that Bron ain't taking no break. You know what he did? Went again and again and again and again. That's why it's Bron over MJ for me.
Oh, stop.
And I'm sure one of the old f***s gonna say,
that's right.
Out of your mind.
I am that old.
Talent is way better. Just like the talent at Apple is way better than the talent that was working at Apple in 1991.
Right. He's right about Bron having a skill set we haven't seen. Like, we haven't seen anybody do what LeBron has done numbers-wise. But, you know, when you tell that story, what you're leaving out is the fact that Michael Jordan went to 6 straight NBA Finals and won all of them. LeBron didn't win 8 straight NBA Finals. Like, you know, since when do we just reward people for making it to the big dance? Mm-hmm. You know, it used to be a time where you couldn't just make it to the big dance, you would have to win the big dance. Nobody ever mentions the Buffalo Bills as one of the greatest NFL teams of all time. They went to, 4 straight Super Bowls. They didn't win one.
Correct.
You know? Mm-hmm. And you know, I just still feel like it's something that is just something Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, even Steph Curry has that Bron doesn't. I don't know what it is. It's just something. I think it's that killer instinct, that will to win. Like when they on the court, you don't know if they're going to lose, especially Kobe and Michael. When Kobe and Michael was on the court, you just always thought that, you know, they were going to win.
Even if they down 10, even if they down 15,
yeah.
You just know. It's like that Tom Brady. Like, even though Tom Brady might be down in the fourth quarter by 15, you'd be like, it's still Brady, though.
Yeah, and I mean, listen, like Kobe Bryant has lost in the NBA Finals before. It was 5-2 in the NBA Finals. I feel like they should have beat that Pistons team, but that was a great team. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But then they lost to a Celtics team that was incredible. I think Bron lost to a lot of people he shouldn't have lost to in NBA Finals. But he's still, I mean, listen, Bron's still going to go down as one of the greatest of all time. Yes. The fact that you're even having this debate, like yes, you can debate LeBron being the greatest NBA player of all time. And I am one of those old who will say, no, I don't think he's the greatest, but he's you know, top 3 to 5 easily.
Absolutely. Now, also, I don't know if you guys remember, but during the pandemic, Lady Gaga's dog walker was walking her pets, and a man hopped out the car trying to steal her French bulldogs and actually shot the gentleman. Well, yesterday he was sentenced. He got 21 years in prison. That's after accepting a plea deal from the district attorney office.
For doing what now? Shooting the dog?
No, he shot the guy that was walking Lady Gaga's
Man, you've been
dogs.
telling this story all morning, and I thought you kept telling me he shot the dog. That's why I kept saying, damn. He got 21 years for shooting the dog.
No,
okay, now it makes more sense.
An individual.
Oh, all right, okay.
They say they believe he was the one that actually pulled the trigger. So he was facing the most serious charge of attempted murder. He was facing 2 extra firearm counts, assault with a semi-automatic firearm, and a felon carrying a concealed firearm in a vehicle.
Okay.
All right. Now, SZA, she was on Saturday Night Live. She was backstage, and they said she was the musical guest, and she bet Dwayne Johnson, which is The Rock.
Don't just say they. That story came from Questlove. Questlove posted that.
Oh.
Yes.
They didn't tell me who the story came from. See, it just has a black print right here. See that?
That's the era we live in. Nobody wants to cite sources anymore.
Well, shout out to Questlove. He said she was backstage, just hanging out backstage with a reporter from the New York Times, that she said she could beat Dwayne Johnson in an arm wrestling contest. He said we were all laughing because we thought it was a joke, but she was dead serious. She said, SZA, if she won, the New York Times reporter had to stop doing their story about Dwayne and make it about her instead. Dwayne said that he accepted the challenge, and guess who won?
The Rock.
Yeah, he won. was that a surprise?
Oh, I actually read the story on Questlove's Instagram page. So,
no.
You know, and the funny part is the way he told the story. I thought he was about to say SZA won.
Yeah, that's
but
what
no,
I thought.
The Rock won.
When I first read it, that First time.
It went just the way anybody would have thought it would have went.
Absolutely. Now, Future seems to love Miami. He bought a $16.3 million mansion about 30 days ago, less than a month ago.
I thought it was a condo.
Recently, he bought a $7.5 million condo in Miami now. It's yet to be built as a Bentley residence where they will have 4 parking spots in his actual residence. So he can drive right into the elevator and drive right up to his floor. And he has 4 spots on his floor. So he's really loving Miami right now.
That might be an investment property, right?
Maybe. Maybe. I'm sure it's gonna. I mean, it's not built yet, so it's definitely gonna be worth more when it's finally built. So, but that's $7.5 million.
If you got 2 locations in Miami and you Future, boy, you're gonna have women stressed out wondering why they didn't get invited to the mansion and only to the condo.
That's true. Goodness gracious.
I can probably tell you what the condo is for. Okay, mansions is probably the one. The mansion is for the women he takes serious. The condo is for the others.
Yeah, because you think about it, you drive right in the elevator. Nobody sees you. You go right up to your floor. Do what you got to do. Then
Will they let Uber in there, though? Will Uber be allowed to just, because I know he's going to call the Uber for us, so will Uber be allowed to just drive in there, drop them off, then drive in, pick them up, and take them back?
So it shouldn't be a Bentley residence. It should be an Uber residence where Ubers can get right up to there, boop,
I guess.
let you out. All right.
Hold on, so it's Bentley because of the car?
Yeah. Like they have a Porsche residence out there where Porsche owns it's
Really?
a Porsche building, yeah.
Boy, y'all rich. I didn't know nothing about that. Damn.
You thought Bentley was a person?
I just thought that was the name of a building. I didn't know that was actually because of the car.
It's the Bentley
So
residences.
you got to have a Bentley to live in?
No, but it's Bentley residences.
Did not know that.
Yes.
Wow.
Porsche has one out in Miami right now as well.
I just be acting my ways. Do they have a Civic residence?
You mean a Honda residence?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Really?
Maybe.
Nissan residence? Okay. Interesting. Didn't know.
That
Learn
one,
something new every day.
that one's in Brooklyn, though.
What?
Not in Miami.
What?
The Honda one.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, I know. Just a little bit. All right, and that is your Rumor Report. Up next, the People's Choice Mix. Get your request in 800-585-1051. Let me know what you want to hear. And it's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.